Hello everyone, this is Brianna RUTTER from howtoblackhair.com. And for this style, I will be teaching you how to do Bantu knots on your natural hair. So for this style, of course, I have natural hair, so this style will be done on my natural hair. But this style can also be achieved with great results on relaxed hair and also on transitioning hair as well. So the materials that you will need to do this style will be a water spray bottle that has water and hair conditioner in it. You will also need some type of oil to seal in your moisture, so I will be using olive oil. You will need a hair pick, a hair comb, and you will also need some type of hair clips to hold your hair in place as you are twisting your sections. So once you have all of your supplies and materials ready, in the next step, step number 2, I will show you how to do your Bantu knots on your hair step by step. Here we are in step number 2 of the Bantu knot style. In this step, I will show you how to do your Bantu knots on your hair step by step. So to begin, you want to make sure that all of your hair is thoroughly detangled. And if you have not done this, you will have to detangle your hair along as you go. So once your hair has been detangled with your hair pick, we will then use our clips, our hair pick, and our comb and other materials to section our hair and prepare our hair for our Bantu knots. Before we begin twisting sections of our hair for our Bantu knots, you want to first make sure that you have prepared your section of hair to do so. So to begin, I will demonstrate and show you my first Bantu knot on the right side of my head. And to begin, you want to use your water spray bottle to mist your hair, as it helps you to comb through your hair and to provide slip as you twist. So in my spray bottle here, I have a spray bottle of 2/3 amount of water, and then I have 1/3 amount of hair conditioner. You can play around with the ratios, but this seems to be best as it provides great slip and moisture. So you can take any hair conditioner that you would like and add it to a spray bottle of water. You're going to give it a good shake, and you're going to generally mist the section of hair you want to work on. So now that I've misted this section of hair, I will use my comb, my hair pick, and my clips to help keep my hair sectioned and detangled so I can begin my twist. So this is about the section of hair that you need for a medium-sized Bantu knot. If you want your Bantu knots to be more tighter and more wound together, you want to part your size part in about half this section. If you want your Bantu knots to be wider and more of a wavy feel, you want to part about double this section. So now I'm going to mist my hair just a little bit more. I'm going to apply my oil, and then I'm going to begin twisting my hair for my Bantu knot. So now that you have prepared your section of hair for your Bantu knots, we are going to begin twisting. So what you want to do is make sure that when you are twisting, you are very firm to your scalp. This will result in a very consistent Bantu knot. So you can either use one of your hands or both of your hands to help you with gripping your hair. So I'm going to use both of my hands to grab my hair as firm to my scalp as possible. So one trick that I like to do is to open up my thumb and my index finger, and I put my thumb behind my part. I put my index finger in front of me, and I rub against the edges of my scalp. By doing this, I'm forcing all of my hair to lay extremely flat, is what you see here. So my hair is not pulled tight or uncomfortably, it's pulled firmly and it doesn't hurt whatsoever. If it kind of feels painful or you see any bumps, you want to loosen your grip. So once again, I'm going to show you how I gather at the root, because you want to make sure that your roots are very flat. I put my thumb behind my part, and then I use my index finger and I rub it against the edges of my hair, and then I hold it very tight. Now from this point, you want to twist your hand either clockwise or counterclockwise. And according to me, in the direction that I am facing, I will be twisting my hand clockwise. So I will turn to the right and twist. Just as simple as that. Once you twist, you're going to take your other hand and grab as close to the base as possible with your index and your thumb. So now you're going to twist again in that same direction. And mind you, you want to keep all of your hair flat as what you see here. Then you're going to take your right hand again to switch hands so you can continue twisting. So you're just going to twist all the way to the very bottom. Now from this point, you want to make sure that your twist doesn't start to buckle like what you see here. You want to kind of loosen your grip because you want just a consistent twist all the way to the bottom. Now what you're going to do is start to wrap this twist around in this circle. So go the same pattern that you were when you were twisting your hair. You want to wind your hair in a circle as well. So now I'm going to use my finger of my right hand to hold it to my scalp, and then I'm going to twist my hair around. You kind of want to twist it around like a Cinnabon. So now for this tail end, I'm just going to continue to wrap it around. And by doing this action, this will automatically hold the very ends of my hair onto my Bantu knot. Now if you have shorter hair or it's hard for you to hold your Bantu knot onto your scalp, you want to use a bobby pin to slide it in to hold it very tightly to your scalp. But if you're twisting with my method, you will be able to hold your ends inside of your Bantu knot all on its own. So once again, I will show you with a new section how to do your Bantu knots. To show you how I do my Bantu knots once more, what I'm going to do is section my hair and also use my water spray bottle to help me with detangling. My hair has already been detangled, but I will run through once again to show you. So right now I'm going to take my spray bottle from my table and I'm going to move up to my head right next to the Bantu knot that I had first formed. So right here I am going to spray my water conditioned mixture and begin parting my hair. So you don't want too much spray, you just need enough to lubricate the area. Just gonna rub that water in just a little bit. So now next I'm going to reach to my table and I'm going to grab my comb to part my section of hair. So now you kind of want to stick to this size part, but remember you can also do whatever size you would like. If you would like to go a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. So this is my section of hair, and I'm going to detangle through from the ends and work my way up. So now I'm going to sit my comb on my table. I'm going to grab my hair clips to keep my hair sectioned as I am twisting my hair. So now I'm going to place a clip here on this side here. Then I'm going to place my next clip right behind my section of hair. This will stop stray hairs from getting inside of your Bantu knots and help your Bantu knots to look a lot more neat with the hair that you have designated. So I'm going to reach to my table and I'm going to grab my oil to lubricate my hair. This will help me lock in moisture. So I'm going to spray a little bit in my hand. Use my fingers and I'm just going to wipe up that oil and I'm going to coat this oil on my hair. starting at the ends and working your way up. Now this is the part where you will begin twisting. So if you use my method, you want to place your finger behind your part. So I place my thumb behind my part, and I use my index finger to gather all of my hair right there in the front. That keeps everything very, very flat for my Bantu knot. So my thumb behind my part, my finger is going to grab all of the hair, and then I'm going to twist. Use my other hand, grab my hair at the base, and twist. Take my free hand, grab at the base, twist. Make sure to twist consistently in the same direction all the way to the bottom. And also use your fingers to kind of pull the hair just a little bit to lengthen it and to help release any bunches of hair that starts to gather together. So now from this point, what I'm going to do, I always seem to leave a little bit of hair here at the bottom to help me. At this point, I'm going to start winding this twist around in a circle. In the same direction that I was twisting, I'm also going to go the same direction when wrapping it around itself. So use your hand to hold down the base of your Bantu knot and twirl your hair around it. Just like that. Even to the very end, just twirl all the way taut against your Bantu knot, and then you can release. In this step, I showed you step by step how to do your Bantu knots on your own hair. So to begin, you first want to remember to have all of your hair thoroughly detangled. Once your hair is detangled, you will use your water spray bottle to mist your hair to add moisture and slip. Once this happens, you use a little bit of your oil to seal in your moisture, and then you begin twisting your Bantu knots. So now that you know how to do Bantu knots on your hair, do Bantu knots consistently throughout your entire head until your style is complete. In the next step, step number 3, I will show you how to take down your Bantu knots and fluff the roots of your hair to finish off your look. Here we are in step number 3 of the Bantu knot hairstyle. In this step, I will show you how to take down your Bantu knots, and I will also show you how to fluff the roots of your hair. So before we begin taking down our knots, I will show you how your hair must look before you begin. So this is similar to what your Bantu knots should look like once all of your knots have been twisted and dried. So now I will finally show you how to take down your Bantu knots and how to fluff the roots of your hair. So now that you are ready to take down your Bantu knots, we are going to begin. So I'm going to take my olive oil that I use to seal the moisture into my hair, and I'm just going to spray a little bit of it into my hands and lubricate my fingers to take down my knots. So I just spray just a little bit. And I take my main fingers and I just lap up some of the oil in my hand. And then once my fingers have been lubricated, I'm going to grab one of my Bantu knots and I'm going to twist in the opposite direction to unravel it. So if you don't know which direction to twist in, just pick a direction. So I'm going to twist to the right, and I feel that my Bantu knot gets tighter, so that means I need to twist the other way around. So I'm going to twist the other way around, and then I start to feel it get looser. That's the direction you want to go. You don't want any resistance when you're taking down your Bantu knot, because if you have any resistance, you should twist in the other direction. So now you're just going to continue to twist, and as you can see, it's starting to unravel and my roots are starting to get a little bit untwisted. So you can use your other fingers to help you unravel the rest just a little bit more. You don't want to pull on your hair, you just want to gently unravel and smooth your strands with your oiled fingers as you work your way down. Just like that. So now once more, I'm going to lubricate my fingers. You don't have to lubricate your fingers every single time you take down your Bantu knot, but it's best to do that to provide extra slip and extra coating of oil onto your strands. So I'm going to take my olive oil once again. I'm going to spray just a little squirt in my hand. You don't need a lot of oil. You're going to take your fingers, lap up your oil, rub it into your hand, and start taking down your other knot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it in a direction that gives me no resistance, and I'm going to continue to turn that twist until I work my way down and gently slide my fingers to the bottom, and then I can release. So that's the same thing that you do to all of your twists to unravel them. Now I'm going to work on this section here. A little bit of oil, rub it into my fingers. Then I'm going to unravel this twist. This way gives me more tension and it gives me resistance and stops me from unraveling. So I want to twist in the other direction. Then use your hands to just gently rub all the way down to the bottom really softly to unrelease that Bantu knot. So now I'm going to finish taking down the rest of my knots on my head. So now that all of your Bantu knots have been released and unraveled, we will begin as I show you how to fluff the roots of your hair with an afro pick. So now that your Bantu knots have released, we are ready to start fluffing the roots of our hair. So in my hand here, I have an afro pick, and it doesn't matter which size teeth you have, you just want enough teeth on your comb, and you want long teeth to help you to lift the roots of your hair. So when lifting the roots of your hair, you do not want to drag the pick all the way up from roots to end. You just want to lift a little bit up of the ways, about a third to about half of the way up your Bantu knot. So now I'm going to start on this section here, and what I'm going to do is take my afro pick and I'm going to slide in firmly against the roots of my hair. So I'm going to press the pick here. I'm going to slide straight in right underneath this group of Bantu knots. I'm going to slightly lift up. As you can see, I am not bringing the pick all the way through. I'm just lifting up probably about a fourth of the way to a third of the way. Then I'm going to work my way around on the other sides of my Bantu knot as well. Doing this method is supposed to help give you more volume in your look and also to disguise the parts in your hair. So you're just going to lift until you get the desired volume that you want, or just lift just enough to make sure that none of your scalp is showing in your certain section. So as you can see, my scalp is pretty much covered, and if not, you could just continue to fluff. And even if fluffing doesn't provide enough for you, you can simply put your pick down, and then you can just use your fingers to just slightly pull at the roots. Just slightly open the base of your actual Bantu knot to widen it up to cover up more of your scalp.
Remember, you do not want to separate the Bantu knot here at the top. You just want to pull apart your roots just slightly to open it up to create more volume at the base. So now, as you can see, this section is concealed, but in other sections you see my scalp showing. So you want to make sure to go ahead and finish and conceal all of your scalp to complete your look.
So in this step of the Bantu knot hairstyle, I showed you how to take down your Bantu knots and also how to fluff the roots of your hair to help you complete your look. So to begin, you want to make sure that you lubricate your fingers with oil and twist in the direction of your knot that gives you the least amount of resistance. Once all of your Bantu knots have been unraveled, you will then use your Afro pick, slide it against the root of your hair, and begin to lift to fluff the roots of your style. This in itself will give you more volume and lift, and it will also conceal any visible scalp that you see peeking through your hair. So I only worked on a small section just to show you the process of fluffing the roots of your hair. In the next step, step number 4, I will show you the finished results to your Bantu knot hairstyle. Here we are in step number 4, the finished results to your Bantu knot hairstyle. Have fun rocking your new hair. So there you have it, the finished results to your Bantu knot hairstyle. Be sure to check out our videos, blog, and online store at howtoblackhair.com. Thanks for watching.